Are you reducing tooth decay with Amident ammoniated toothpaste?
Well, answer the man, George.
Of course, Gracie. I use Amident twice a day.
You can smile when you say that.
Yes, it's the Amident Show, transcribed in Hollywood and starring George Burns and Gracie Allen. With yours truly, Bill Goodwin, V. Benaderet, Hal March, Gerald Moore, Marvin Miller, Joan Ray, Harry Lubin, and the Amident Orchestra. For healthy laughter, it's George and Gracie. And for healthier teeth, for fewer cavities, it's Amident toothpaste. Well, as the new half-century gets underway, the favorite pastime seems to be choosing the outstanding men of the last half-century. Magazines and newspapers have published their selections, but Gracie seems to think one important name has been omitted.
Thomas Edison, Winston Churchill. How can they pick men like that to head the list?
I'm interested to know, Gracie, who's your choice?
Need you ask, George? I'm thinking of a man whose glorious romantic voice has thrilled millions.
The birds are sweetly singing and perfume flowers are bringing in the wind tonight.
A man whose charm and talent are world famous.
Gracie, this is getting embarrassing.
Only one man should top this list, Charles Boyer.
Charles Boyer?
Mm-hmm.
You put him ahead of Edison?
Yep.
Edison invented electric lights.
With Boyer, who needs them?
Gracie, there's some pretty great men on this list.
Not as great as Boyer. But look at these names. Arturo Toscanini, conductor. How do you like that? A man who punches transfers.
He happens to be a musical conductor.
All right, so he hums while he punches transfers.
Hums Dardanella.
Yeah, and here's another one, Einstein. Now, what did he do?
Einstein?
Yeah.
What did he do?
Uh-huh.
He's the father of relativity.
Oh, what does she do?
Relativity, Einstein?
Yeah.
She's with Warner Brothers. You know, Gracie, for a minute there, instead of Boyer, I thought that you thought that I belonged on that list of great men.
Oh, well, you see, George, you're my husband, and I don't think of you as a man.
Oh, thanks.
I mean, I don't think of you as a man who does anything.
Thanks again.
I mean, I don't think of you as a man who does anything romantic.
A triple thanks and stop thinking about it.
Oh, now I've hurt your feelings. And I didn't mean to, George. You know, I'd rather be married to you than any man on this list. Churchill, Edison, Stalin, Hitler.
You have just earned my fourth thank you. Come in.
Sam the tailor at your service.
Oh, hello, Sam.
Hi, Sam.
Likewise. Here is the suit which you wanted pressed, Mr. Boyens. Also, I took the liberty of bringing in your mail.
Oh, thank you, Sam. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll take the mail in the den and look through it.
Indubitably.
Hey, Sam, there's a spot on this suit.
That, Mr. Boyens, is a smoked sturgeon spot and absolutely will not come out. When a man is having smoked sturgeon for dinner, he shouldn't wear this light suit.
You're mistaken. There was no smoked sturgeon dropped on this suit.
Mr. Boyens, please. I know what I had for dinner last night.
You wore my suit?
Only as a gag. My wife is not feeling well, and I wanted she should have a laugh. She hasn't seen a suit like this since she was a little girl.
Say, Sam, I just realized something. You spoke of your wife. As long as I've known you, you've never mentioned her.
Have you ever seen my wife?
No.
If you had, you wouldn't mention her either.
I'll bet she's nice.
Nice she is. Very high-class woman. Pillow of society.
I think you mean pillar, not pillow.
Have you seen my wife?
Okay, forget it. How much do I owe you?
Oh, there's no hurry about that. I'll send you a statement the first.
Okay.
The first thing in the morning.
I'm glad my credit is good. Goodbye, Sam.
Toodle-doo, Mr. Boyd.
Toodle-doo, Sam.
Oh, George, I have exciting news. This letter is from Hazel Kelly, an old friend of mine from San Francisco. She arrives in Hollywood tonight with her daughter, Margaret.
Oh, good.
Oh, we'll have to watch Bill Goodwin. Margaret is just the type Bill goes for.
Really?
Yeah, she's a girl.
That's Bill's type, all right.
And not only that, Margaret is a movie star.
I've never heard of a movie star named Margaret Kelly.
Well, she's not exactly a movie star yet, but she's been promised a contract.
By whom?
Me.
You?
I promised you'd get it for her.
You said that I would get a movie? Are you out of your mind?
I'm as sane as ever.
Thanks for answering my question. How do you know this girl is pretty enough to get into the movies? Have you ever seen her?
No, but I've seen her mother.
Well, lots of times mothers and daughters look nothing alike.
Well, then stop worrying. Her mother looks terrible.
Meet the girl at the train and send her back to San Francisco.
But just think, George, you can give Margaret her start in show business like you did me. Remember 17 years ago? You said you'd try me out, and if I made good, you'd pay me?
Yeah.
And, George, I'll make good if it kills me.
You're coming along fast. But I still can't get that Kelly girl into the movies.
Oh, sure you can. All she'll have to do is pick up a tube of Amident toothpaste and squeeze a signature on the contract.
She'll sign her name with Amident?
Well, that's your idea, George. You told me the smartest thing you ever did was sign a contract with Amident toothpaste.
Gracie, I can't get this girl a contract. I'm going up and change, honey. Bill Goodwin is coming by to pick me up.
What for?
We're going out to Hillcrest. He wants to hit a few golf balls with me.
Oh, no. You make him use the club.
He'll be so disappointed.
Come on, George, let's get going.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Bill. I had a session with Gracie.
Oh, no wonder you're looking low. Well, I got a joke that'll cheer you up, George. Did you hear about the Australian who got a new boomerang for Christmas?
No.
He went crazy trying to throw the old one away.
That's a good joke, Bill. That's a very, very funny joke.
You liked it, huh?
Yeah.
How about a raise?
Gosh, it's been a funny joke for years.
I'm dead.
Yes. I'll tell you what, Bill. If you beat me at golf today, I'll give you a raise.
No strokes, no handicaps?
No strokes, no handicaps. The man with the lowest score wins.
It's a deal.
Okay, I'll play 9 holes and you play 18.
You know something? I can still win.
I forgot to mention you're playing left-handed.
I can still win.
How about nunnies? Okay, let's go. Come on.
Say, by the way, what was your session with Gracie about?
Oh, she thinks it's a very simple matter to get a girl in the movies.
Well, it is. I've gotten dozens of girls in the movies.
Really? How?
I just went in the movies and got them. I have my best look in the balcony. I go upstairs.
Hold it. I'm talking about getting a girl a contract in the movies. Oh, yeah. Gracie promised some old friend that we'd get her daughter in the movies, but I talked her out of it.
Well, that's what you think, chum. When I saw Gracie a half hour ago, she was headed for MGM to talk to Mr. Pasternak.
Oh, no. We'd better get out there. Gracie will make a wreck out of that man.
Oh, relax, George. She's been talking to you for years now, and it hasn't... Let's hurry.
Mr. Pasternak will see you now, Miss Allen.
Oh, thank you.
Gracie, come in.
Hello, Mr. Pasternak.
My goodness, I haven't seen you since you worked in that picture I produced. I'll never forget that scatterbrained character you played. Incidentally, that picture did fine at the box office.
Well, you should have shown it in the theater.
Yes, that's the character. Oh, it's going to be a treat to talk to you as you are in real life, Just an average, normal woman?
Yeah. Well, I won't take a minute of your time. I just want you to sign a contract for the brilliant new actress I've discovered, Margaret Kelly. She arrives from San Francisco this afternoon.
Margaret Kelly. She on the stage?
No, she's coming by train.
I mean, is she on the legitimate stage? You know what I mean by legitimate stage.
Well, I guess that's when the horses that are pulling it are married.
Has this girl had experience acting in the theater?
Oh, yes, and she's beautiful. She's sort of a combination Hedy Lamarr, Betty Grable, and Pat O'Brien.
Pat O'Brien?
She's Irish.
If she's so beautiful, I'm surprised some scout hasn't picked her up.
Oh, now, Mr. Pasternak, scouts don't do things like that. They go on hikes and build fires by rubbing their legs together.
You know, I've got a sneaking suspicion that wasn't a character you played in my picture. I almost recommended that you get an Oscar.
Oh, thanks, but I'm happy with George. Now, let's get back to Margaret Kelly. She's willing to start at $5,000 a week.
Well, I couldn't pay that kind of money to a girl with no name.
Well, she's got a name, Margaret Kelly.
But that name means nothing at the box office.
Still determined to show you pictures in the box office, huh?
Gracie, she's an unknown. The name Margaret Kelly won't attract attention.
Well, I've got an idea. Let's change it to Margaret Truman. That'll attract attention. Oh, I can see it on the marquee. Margaret Truman in I Married a Republican. Mr. Pasternak, sign the contract.
Absolutely not.
Time's a wasting. Make up your mind.
I've made it up. No deal.
I can't wait all day. No, it's up to you to decide. Just give me your answer, yes or no.
No, N-O. Nix, never, nothing doing.
Can't decide, huh?
This is Bill Goodwin, folks. If any member of your family had any cavities last year, I'd like you to listen to this.
For fewer cavities, change your toothpaste.
Yes, for fewer cavities, for less tooth decay, change to an ammoniated toothpaste. Change to Amident toothpaste.
Tell me, Bill, exactly what will Amident do for my family?
Just this. The original Amident formula was subjected to extensive and rigid scientific tests, and here are the results. Better than 4 out of 5 who used Amident reduced tooth decay, and they reduced it by almost 50%. So if your family is like the average, that's what you can expect.
Yes, the discovery of Amident and the ammoniated dentifrices was revolutionary. In fact, the results you just mentioned, Bill, were written up by the leading dental journals in the country. And today, more dentists recommend Amident than any other dentifrice.
You know, I think the most important thing about Amident is how it helps youngsters. Mothers, you owe it to your children to help them prevent unnecessary tooth decay every time they brush their teeth. So please don't delay. Get Amident for your family. A-M-M-I-D-E-N-T.
Amident is available in both toothpaste and tooth powder.
see, Gracie? I told you we couldn't make Margaret Kelly a movie star, and you practically wrecked MGM. Mr. Pasternak is in bed with 2 doctors.
Really?
You're letting that go by? In bed with 2 doctors. Aren't you going to say, isn't that crowded?
Oh, don't be silly. Of course not.
Well, good. Maybe for once we can have an intelligent conversation.
Isn't that crowded? How do I know it's crowded? Maybe they're small doctors.
I'm a dreamer. Well, anyway, I hope this has taught you that it's impossible to get an unknown girl into the movies.
Well, it certainly has, George. To get into the movies, a girl has to be famous before she ever arrives in Hollywood.
Of course.
So I've got some brilliant publicity ideas for Margaret Kelly. Now, for example, I'm saying that Jimmy Stewart and Cary Grant are fighting over her. And I'm giving that story to Luella Parsons and Hedda Hopper.
Honey, you can't do that. They just got married.
Oh, go on. Luella and Hedda aren't even good friends.
I mean, Stewart and Grant just got married.
Well, they'll certainly make a beautiful couple.
Gracie, is there any way to stop this girl from getting here?
No, and besides, some of my publicity ideas won't work until Margaret arrives. Like having a baby and posing for...
Hold it. You want her to have a baby?
Well, that got Rita Hayworth lots of publicity. Now, you'll have to excuse me, George. I've got millions of things to do. I'm going next door and borrow Harry Morton's bearskin rug and his gun.
What for?
Publicity pictures. I'm going to have Margaret lying on a bearskin rug in a slinky evening gown. And I've hired a man to stand beside her as a love-crazed admirer and shoot himself.
You hired a stuntman?
No, he's full-grown.
Oh, a tall fella. I think I'll get in bed with Pasternak.
Hard day at the office?
Brutal. Dinner ready?
Well,
Hey, where's the bearskin rug?
Gracie borrowed it to use in a picture.
She probably lost George's baby picture and wants to pose him like that again.
Ew, what a repulsive thought.
No, she's using the bearskin rug for publicity pictures to help the daughter of an old friend get into the movies. She wanted your gun, too, but I didn't let her have it.
Why not?
She doesn't know anything about guns. She could blow her brains out.
Blanche, nobody can hit a target that small.
Gracie's brain is just as big as yours.
It is, huh? When I told her I shot that bear in the Adirondack, she said, why didn't I get closer and shoot it in the head?
All right, so she doesn't know from mountains. But she's sweet and kind. Always going out on a limb to help somebody. Wonder who'd go out on a limb for her?
A squirrel.
Now look. You make one more crack about Gracie, and that tooth hanging from your watch chain will be your own.
All right. I suppose this girl she's getting into pictures will move in with George and Gracie, making our life even more hectic.
Well, she was going to, but I suggested that Gracie rent a little place for her. So she's gone over to Henning's real estate office.
Poor Henning. He went through the whole war without a scratch, and now this has to happen.
How do? I'd like to rent a small mansion, please. It's for a movie star.
I see. Any particular type of construction?
Yes, she's a girl.
Well, I was referring to the mansion. I have quite a nice colonial place in Beverly Hills that a movie star and his wife have been occupying. It has the white pillars and 6 little gables.
No.
Yes.
But they've only been married 3 weeks.
Madam, The gables are on the roof.
Well, it's their honeymoon. Let them spend it where they like.
Perhaps I'd better show you some pictures, huh?
All right. Nothing risque, though.
Pictures of houses. Here we are. Now look through these.
Mm-hmm. Here's a nice one.
Oh, I'm sorry, really. But this house is in escrow.
Is that far from Hollywood?
Madam, escrow is... No, I don't need the business that bad.
Well, now, have you got something with 2 swimming pools?
2 swimming pools?
Yes. I'd like 2 swimming pools and 2 diving boards.
How about 1 swimming pool and a tennis court?
Oh, my goodness, no. I wouldn't want to dive off a diving board and hit a tennis court.
You mean again?
What was that?
Nothing. But I have no houses with 2 pools.
Oh?
I suggest an apartment.
Oh, all right.
I can rent her a bachelor for $100 a month.
Oh, no thanks. I got a Bill Goodwin for nothing. Now, show me some apartments.
Come in.
Hi, George. Has the glamour girl arrived yet?
Not yet, Bill. Hey, you're really slicked up. Tuxedo and everything.
Yeah. You know, Gracie appointed me official escort for this San Francisco doll. You know, Hollywood is full of wolves, and old Bill is going to protect her.
Who's going to protect her from old Bill?
Why, George, a girl is as safe with me as her own mother.
I'm not sure her mother is safe with you.
For a straight man, you're really punching.
Well, sure. How often has Gracie gone?
All the time.
All the time. You beat me to that one. Come in.
Mr. Burns?
Yes?
I'm a reporter from the Associated Press. This is my photographer.
Hiya. Hi.
Now, your wife tipped us off about this glamorous new movie star, Margaret Kelly. Has she arrived yet?
Not yet.
Well, gee, we got a deadline in a few minutes. The editor told us to bring back a picture of some beautiful legs.
Oh, well, if that's all you want, I'll roll up my pants.
Look, fellas, this girl should arrive any minute. Go into the den and help yourself to the scotch.
Okay, thanks. Come on, Joe.
Right. Joe looks like Sam the Tailor.
Gosh, George, I wish Margaret would hurry up and get here. We're really going to do the town tonight, you know. Ciro's, Macombo, Romanoff's. The sky's the limit.
That'll cost money.
Yeah, I hope the kid is loaded.
When you date a girl, she pays, huh? What's your contribution?
Well, if I like her and she's a nice date, at the end of the evening, I give her a little squeeze.
That's all? You give her a squeeze?
Yeah, I always carry a tube of Amadent toothpaste.
Squeeze of Amadent toothpaste.
Well, that. And, man, do they come back for that second squeeze. You see, not only does Amadent help fight tooth decay, but it tastes so delightful. It leaves your mouth feeling so fresh and clean. And remember, more dentists recommend Amadent than any other toothpaste.
Bill, I know all about Amadent. I've squeezed it myself. Ooh. But I'd like to ask you one question. Before Amadent was invented, how did you keep the girls happy?
Same way, gave them a little squeeze.
Oh, I see.
Well, George, everything... Oh, hello, Bill.
Hi, Gracie.
Oh, you look nice. Margaret will be thrilled.
Oh, thank you. This tuxedo was the best I could do. My tails are at the cleaners.
Well, I'm glad you didn't wear one. She'll find out you're a wolf soon enough.
What have you got in that bakery box, Gracie?
Well, I understand the newspapers will want Margaret to pose for cheesecake pictures, so I bought a cheesecake.
Hey, look, Mr. Burns, we got a deadline if this Kelly girl doesn't... Oh, is this her?
Oh, no. I'm Mrs. Burns. I discovered Miss Kelly.
Oh, good. Then you can give us a story on her.
Oh, all right. She's, What's that I smell?
Oh, that's Johnny Walker.
Well, he's been drinking. Don't let him have the story.
No, I won't. Now, about this glamour puss, is she unattached?
Oh, no. The foot bone's connected to the leg bone. And the leg bone's connected to the thigh bone.
And the
thigh
thigh.
bone.
Gracie, he means is she married? No, she's single.
Oh, single. Has she made any pictures?
Oh, well, not in this country.
In Europe, huh?
Yes, she made pictures for one of the biggest men there.
Rank?
No, they were very good.
Is she from European parentage?
I beg your pardon?
What are her parents?
One's a man and one's a woman.
Hey, Gracie, a car just drove up the driveway.
Oh, can you see anybody?
No, just the headlights.
Well, that must be Margaret. Get your cameras ready, boys. George, help me spread out this bearskin rug.
Okay.
Now, I want a picture of Margaret in a sophisticated pose, lying on the bearskin with a rose between her teeth, nibbling a bonbon and sipping a cocktail, while she smokes a cigarette in this long holder. And, Bill, you can be kissing her.
How do I fight my way through all that stuff? It's going to be a little crowded.
Oh, there she is. Now, ready, everybody. Come in.
Hello, is this where Mrs. Burns lives?
Yes, I'm Mrs. Burns.
This is the right house, Mommy.
Little girl, what's your name?
Margaret Kelly. I'm 5 years old, and I came to get in the movie.
Oh, no, you didn't.
Well, we've kept the photographer waiting long enough, Margaret. Lie down on the bearskin rug and put this rose between
yes,
your
and
teeth.
here's this long holder, Margaret.
George and Gracie will return in just a moment. Join us again next Wednesday when we'll all be back. George Burns, Gracie Allen, Harry Lubin and the Amadent Orchestra, and yours truly, Bill Goodwin. Brought to you by the makers of Amadent, the ammoniated toothpaste and tooth powder. Recommended by more dentists than any other dentifrice. The George Burns and Gracie Allen program was transcribed in Hollywood, written by Paul Henning, Sid Dorfman, Larry Klein, and Harvey Helm, and produced by William Burns. Now here are our stars.
Oh, now stop grumbling and go to sleep, George. It's after midnight.
Gracie, this house is too small for 4 people. Margaret and her mother can't stay here.
Oh, I found room for everybody. Now go to sleep. You'll need the rest.
Okay. Turn off the light.
You know, I hate it, George. You look so cute sleeping there on the bearskin rug.
Good night.
Girls, imagine shampooing your hair without water.
Shampoo without water? You're kidding.
No, honest. You can do it with Minipoo, the marvelous new dry shampoo. Minipoo is grand when you're down with a cold and don't want to wet your hair. Perfect when you have an unexpected date. A Minipoo shampoo is so easy. Takes only 10 minutes. Wonderful for oily hair.
And my wave?
Minipoo won't disturb your wave.
Where? Oh, where?
At drugstores everywhere. MINIPOO. Minipoo.
Next Wednesday and every Wednesday, listen to the Amadent Show, starring George and Gracie. Good night.
Stay tuned for Lum and Abner, who follow immediately. This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.